or might I say, fellow criminals, welcome to Albany. Welcome to New York. 50th in desirability to own business, the most repressive gun control measures in America, and oh, by the way, we have the most abortions, though. Don't worry, we got more abortions here than anywhere else in the country, and quite frankly, we're number 3 in the world, next to North Korea and China. So here we are. Welcome to New York. We come in solidarity to protest one of the worst laws ever inflicted on our state. And some people wonder how bad laws get passed. I'm glad to tell you that it all starts from the top. We got our governor, we got Sheldon Silver. We certainly don't, we are the opposite of the cream rising to the top. What do we have going to the bottom? That's what we've got for leadership right now.
Flush it down!
We all know that the SAFE Act does nothing to prevent violent gun crime. Okay? The governor and Sheldon Silver think that because they can legislate something, that criminals will follow the rules? How naive is that?
Don't forget Skellos!
I want you to remember everybody right now, because I've been to a bunch of the rallies, as you all know. And I want you to now's the time. We have a rally, great. But coming up, we have elections coming up. And this is where we have to make our statement once we leave here today.
That's right.
And it's going to be the unglamorous work that I need for you and for me to do. We've got to go out. We've got to go door to door to convince people to vote for the people that we want in. We want to remember those who voted for the SAFE Act, and not only that, but who voted in the budget to fund the enforcement. $38 million for a central database with your names in it, everybody, with your and my names in it, and to give that $500 to your neighbor to rat on you. That's what we have in New York. Is that America? Is that what our country is all about? So this is where we need you. We need you to bring 5 people to the next ballot time in November. We need you to remember who did the voting here in this legislature so that we can either have them primary or thrown out altogether, because they are not our allies. They have betrayed us, and we need to have people in who are going to vote to repeal this, as I have a bill in for a repealer, as Dave DiPietro has a bill in for a repealer, and two of my other colleagues. We want this bill to be either repealed or nullified. We need to have nullification from our law enforcement people. That's what we need. We need to put the governor in the unenviable position of either putting forth a law that no one wants and no one will enforce, or let's see him enforce it and go under the name of a fascist for doing so. The governor and Sheldon Silver claim they're pro-growth, yet they refuse to recognize that their arbitrary and stupid 7-round magazine will hurt the business and the firearms industry here in New York as well. I don't see what... Here's the score. 100-0, whether this bill is worth anything. And you know it, and I know it, and that's why we're here today. So I'm going to, once again, we're here to inspire you. I'm here today to implore to you. The time has come for grassroots political action. Join your committees in your towns and in your counties. Go get people who are going to vote the way we want it done. Get the candidates out that you want to see in. And those are the people that we want to bring in. And that is up to you, and that's up to me. We need to get down on the ground like the Democrats do and get out the vote. And that's what you are all the criminals for that. This is what we need you for now. All of them, Stellas, everyone who has been advocating or saying one thing on one side of their mouth and doing the opposite on the other. We need you, and now's your time. Between now and November, this and November the 14th, when it's time to let Governor Cuomo know what we think of his leadership. In closing, my dear friends, I will end the way I've been ending as I've done in the other rallies. This is a law that has made a criminal out of you and me, because when I leave my home to come to Albany to represent you, you better believe that my home, my wife, who is protecting my 3 daughters, is going to have more than 7 rounds. A very good man. Okay, as I understand it, there's a deli over here for those that have to relieve themselves. They apparently are allowing people to come in, so.
How about Cuomo's office?
What in Dr. Cuomo's office? Who's outside your door?
He's not there to use it.